Hi guys! Finally, I'm back with another video, and this video is a very much requested video from you guys. You've been messaging me how to do this, what you can do to bring your family to Japan with a dependence visa. So this video is going to be about how to bring your family to Japan when you are already working here and living here as a resident. So I have Kisha with me.
Yes, hi guys.
She has personally experienced bringing her husband.
Hi.
Sorry if we filmed this video inside my car because I actually planned to film this video in my apartment, but since we ran out of time, we needed to go to Hakuba as early as possible, so that's why we decided to film it in the car.
So let's get it on.
So first question is, who can apply for dependence visa?
Those who are residents here in Japan who are professionally working, have been living in Japan for quite some time, and yeah, so in our case, we have the instructor's visa, so we are eligible to apply for the dependence visa
And bring our family.
Other visa, except for the
Daily
visa,
student visa, I think.
Yeah, I think they can't apply for the dependence visa.
Next question is, who can you bring? Can you bring your mother and father, siblings?
Actually, for the dependence visa, you can bring your legally married spouse and your legal children. Unfortunately, as much as we all wanted to bring our parents or other relatives here, we can't. Only those mentioned.
Not your parents.
Yes.
You cannot. Okay.
Your parents and other relatives. You can't also bring your fiance, even if you're planning to get married. Yeah, you cannot get them a dependent visa. And also the children of your spouse from the previous marriages, you can't get them unless you legally adopted them.
Okay. Next question is, what are the requirements for the dependence visa?
So first is the applicant, your dependent, must prepare a Philippine passport if you're a Filipino, and the visa application form. Then the information should be of the dependent, right, the applicant. And then next is the photo at 4.5 by 4.5 centimeters with the white background, and it must be taken within 6 months.
And you should also write your name?
Yeah, you should also write your name and
your name.
The applicant's name and the birth date at the back of the photo, and original copy and a photocopy of the certificate of eligibility, and also the birth certificate and marriage certificate if you're planning to get your spouse.
Okay, what about the COE? Have you mentioned the requirements for the COE?
Yeah, not yet. As for the certificate of eligibility,
this COE is very important because you need to get the COE for them to give you a visa.
Yes, so it's one of the
major requirements.
Major requirements for you to get a visa. So the person living in Japan should be the one to prepare this. You should be the one to personally go to the immigration office to submit these requirements. And yeah, first you should get an application form, so the details should be of your dependent back home. And next is a letter of guarantee. So it says there that you living in Japan will be the one to get to sponsor or to support your dependent. Everything, transportation, living, everything. And next is a photo of your dependent. Yeah, same with white background.
Recent photo.
Yeah, recent photo. And the person living in Japan's employment certificate.
No more bank certificate.
No more bank certificate. And then next is the tax payment of the previous year. So it's also called a XOXO, and the income tax also for the previous year's income tax certificate. It's the KAZEI SHOMEISHO. So these two certificates, you can get this from the City Hall, and it just costs around 400 yen each copy. So you can actually get this right away on the same day.
On the same
day. And then next is a photocopy of your residence card in Japan. So it should be the back and the front. Yeah. Next is, not yet, marriage certificate, not yet. There's more. There's more, guys. Yes, the marriage certificate. The immigration officer told me the English is just okay. So, but again, please confirm to your immigration office if it's okay in English, if you don't have to translate it in Japanese. Next, passport copy of your dependent and your passport copy. And then birth certificate of both, and envelope from the post office, and postage stamp, which is 392 yen.
Okay.
That's for the certificate.
Next question. Kisha got married this year, January, right?
Yes.
And then when did you start the application for the dependence visa?
I applied for the visa twice. Actually.
Twice. Okay.
Twice. So the first time was in March. That was 2 months after we got married, because we had to wait for our marriage certificate also. So I applied and we waited for 3 months only to find out. For the decision.
COE decision.
Yeah, for the certificate, for the release of the certificate of eligibility. Unfortunately, it was denied
Because of
for some reasons.
Okay.
So I had to go to the immigration office to ask them why. But yeah, I'm not sure if all immigration offices would divulge that kind of information. But in my case, they were able to tell me why. And then,
Usa ka ng mga transition part.
sorry. And then, I applied again. And
What's the interval when you applied again? The following week, or did you?
yeah, actually the next
day
week, a week after that,
you applied
Yeah,
for
I
appeal.
applied.
Parang you made an appeal, right?
not really an appeal. I really started over again. Like I started
So
from
you started gathering
getting
all the documents
yes, again and again. All those requirements I needed for the certificate of eligibility, I had to get them all again, because they will be asking for a new copy of that. So that's it. It was really a tough experience, but it was all worth it.
So when did you apply again?
In June, because we had to wait 3 months, right?
For the decision.
For the decision.
The second application was in June.
Yeah, it was in June.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long did it take for the decision to come?
Yeah, for the second application, it only took 6 weeks. Or a month. Maybe a month, 4 weeks. Yeah, just a month. So at first, I was really nervous because I thought it's gonna be rejected again. So, but when I opened the mail, it was like, oh my gosh, I was so happy when I got the certificate of eligibility, because you have to send it to your home country.
And then, when did they come to Japan?
In
which month?
October.
In October. So why did it take quite long?
Because he already filed a leave last March. A leave from work, because he's working as a teacher in the Philippines. So he filed for a leave. And then, because we were expecting he would be able to come here by May or something, but it was rejected. So he was planning to go back to work. Yeah, in August. But when we received the certificate, so I told him to extend his leave. So that's why we had to wait.
You had to wait.
Yeah, for another month.
So there were really a lot of documents. Was it stressful?
It was! It really was stressful.
What was the most difficult part in the application?
In the application, there are many struggles you have to go through. First is
Many sleepless nights?
not really sleepless nights, but there are many times you'll really feel anxious
Okay.
of the results, like if you'll be able to get it this time or something like that. Yeah, but one of the struggles was the language barrier, especially in getting the certificates, because some staff don't know how to speak English.
And you had to do this by yourself?
By
all alone,
myself,
right?
yeah. But I have a friend, she asked a Japanese lawyer, I think.
That costs a lot of money.
It's expensive and it takes a long time, maybe, than doing doing it by yourself.
So let me go back. For the dependence visa application of Day, you went to an agency in the Philippines, right?
Yeah,
And
agency.
that's where you submitted his requirements, the COE, and
Yes.
everything. Can you tell me like where they can go or which agency?
Those travel agencies in the Philippines.
Just regular travel
Yeah,
agencies
regular-
handle
yeah.
this kind of matter.
Yes, yeah, you have to check first with the agency if they process this kind of visa, because the most common is like the tourist visa and stuff, but you also have to ask if they can. For those who are like established agencies, they have websites they have a list of requirements of the type of visa you're planning to get.
For the timeline summary, you applied again in June, right?
Yeah,
And then you got the decision in July. And then they came to Japan in October. So
Yeah.
that's like how many months?
so if we're gonna backtrack from the first application, it's almost a year. Yeah, but you know guys, patience is the key to everything, and just think of it as a blessing, you know. Yeah, there are reasons for everything. No advice. If you are really planning to settle down in Japan, income-wise, it's still better in Japan.
Oh, okay. One more question. So Day is finally here in Japan
Yeah.
as your dependent.
Yeah.
Can he work?
Yeah, actually he is allowed to work, but only for a specific
Number of
hours in a week. So
Really?
yeah, it's the
Oh.
same with the student's
many
visa.
hours?
28 hours
28
a
hours.
week. And before you start working, you should get permission to work from the immigration office. Yeah, so they will.
That's very easy, right?
Yeah, you will just fill out an application form and you submit it, just wait, and then the immigration officer will stamp
Something on your passport.
Yeah,
right?
so-
Can he eventually work full time, like above 28 hours? And when can he do that?
Yeah, it depends if like his employer will give him
Sponsorship.
will sponsor him a working visa. But for now, since he already has job, so
As a part-timer.
yeah, as a part-timer, so he found an employer. And
In like how long after he came here?
actually, just after a month.
A month after he was able to find a
Yeah.
part-time job. Wow. That's
Yes,
great.
after a month. The application was around 2 weeks or something.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, if the employer will sponsor a visa, so he can eventually change his visa to a working visa.
Okay. So
That's all?
yeah,
Oh my gosh, I want to talk more.
to summarize, if you're already working here in Japan as a resident like us, with the instructor's visa or a specialist in humanities visa, engineer visa or something.
Yeah.
I don't know for entertainer visa, can they?
Yeah, I think they can. They
okay.
can.
But students and trainees,
Trainees. So just check. Yeah, the best way to
be
confirm,
sure,
yeah,
confirm.
is to check the website. Yeah, just Google it, guys. Google Sensei. Yeah, there's a list of the types of visas that can bring their families to Japan.
I hope this video would help you guys, especially to those who
Yeah.
are here,
Yeah.
who's planning to bring their family, like your spouse and your children.
Yeah.
You can bring them here in Japan as long as you have the specific type of visa.
Good job.
So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much, Kish, for doing this interview video.
Yes, thank you so much for having me again.
Yes, and I know it's really a great help to my viewers who are planning to bring their family. And also, if you have questions,
Yes,
more
just
questions,
just ask her, and she will ask me. Yeah, it's a message relay.
or you can follow Kisha on her
Oh.
Instagram and message her directly.
Oh my god!
What's your Instagram?
Just look for my name. That's fine. Yeah, you can send me a message. Yeah, it's just on Karla's Instagram. She
So
tagged
go
me.
Go find
Go
her.
find her. Yeah.
In my account.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. So that's it, guys. Thank you, and don't forget to click subscribe.
Subscribe button, you guys.
Yeah, subscribe her, guys. She's really a very good vlogger.
And click the like button if
Yeah.
you enjoyed this video and find it helpful.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.